Hello guys, welcome back to The Athlete's Voice. I hope those of you who watched my last conversation with Chris Mears were able to take something positive away from it. If you haven't watched it yet, make sure you go check those episodes out. I'll leave the links in the description below. Today's episode is the first of 3 with Olympic bronze medalist Nile Wilson. Across the 3 episodes, we discuss education, expectation, overcoming injuries, mindset and mentality, and also we did a little Instagram live Q&A. Make sure to leave your thoughts and comments below or hit me up on Instagram, Twitter or Facebook. And I hope we give you some value from our conversation today. Roll the tape. I'm basically just going a new kind of direction with the way I'm doing videos for this year in general, because I think I didn't massively enjoy being obliged to vlog at competitions and post results competitions, because it made me think about it way too much. If these fancy
you just want to focus on
I like kind of documenting what I was doing day to day at events and going through days in the life and things like that. I enjoyed doing all of that. It was great, but I when I didn't compete that well, or when I was not feeling great or for whatever reason, I'd just not be game to do it. And other than that, I'm well interested in other people, very interested. I love hearing people's stories, and I love kind of seeing where they come from, and seeing what it's taken to get to where they are. And because for me personally, it's been a mad journey for me. And I haven't even hit the highest of some other people yet. And the journey to get to where I've been has been pretty cool. So I enjoy sharing my journey. I don't want to just share my journey to the camera the same thing every single time, because it gets dull for me. I guess if it's dull for me, then it must be dull for other people.
So you're going more kind of podcasty, storytelling, inspirational. So
I'm kind of creating. I'm literally just stripping the audio, like Gary Vee, just stripping the audio and putting putting podcast.
So it's got on YouTube or just podcast?
This is going on everything. So I'll put the full video on YouTube, maybe make 1 or 2 episodes, maybe even more, depending on how long we talk for.
This is sick. I love this shit, mate. I want to do something.
I'll take the audio, put a podcast on. And then I'll take little snippets and put it on Instagram. I made a new Instagram account called The Athlete's Voice. There's a series called The Athlete's Voice. I did my first episode with Chris a few weeks ago before I went to Colombia. And
you got some good feedback on that.
Some great feedback so far. And hopefully I'll just pick up and I'm my kind of general ambition is to get someone like Usain Bolt to do this with after a while doing it. But the people I've met over the years in sport, it's sick, and I've made good connections with people. And obviously I know you from years ago. I've got people like Chris and Jack, the Brownlee brothers, Adam Peaty, I've met him, various unbelievable athletes from around Great Britain.
And then when you got a games or a Commonwealth, then you can literally just do this setup in a room, mate.
That's what I'm saying, and it's so easy, it's so easy to just stick 3 cameras. They have to be good cameras. But this is kind of where I want to take this for now, and it's just a little bit to build attention to myself as well. Using people like yourself and listening to your story, and hopefully that'll inspire other people kind of listening and watching, you know what I mean? And the first thing I kind of want to ask you about is your head, man.
My hair?
Yeah. Well, what's the deal? I was so surprised I seen it on Instagram one day.
To be honest, it was I did, the event was for the Movember charity, which isn't just, I know the guys grow the moustaches in November. But it's a yearly charity, which is mainly, it is just aimed at men, so testicular cancer, prostate cancer, depression, mental health, suicide. So incredible charity. So that was the reason, and then obviously Josh Warrington cut my hair on the Leeds Rhinos pitch, which was pretty cool. But I did it for the vlog as well.
Of course. You make a vlog out of it?
Vlog, mate, of course.
You make a vlog out of it?
Yeah, it's on the Nile and I channel.
Oh, okay.
It's on the Nile and I channel.
Okay, that's decent. Well, very good reason.
Yeah, that charity is. That's it on it, so that charity is incredible.
Is it something you're gonna keep, or?
Nah, I'm doing it. As quick as I can. Not a fan. I'm used to it now though.
Yeah.
I'm used to it. When I looked in the mirror, when I first got it. Am I allowed to swear on any of this?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, feel free.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But for the main part of what we're going to talk about today, it's kind of like taken away from what you are now, like completely before that. I'm going like way back in the day, back to before like we kind of properly knew each other.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know, back in the day I did gymnastics. We were in the same group, but you were like very, very young. I was pretty young as well. I just remember you because you were like the standout of the group.
Yeah.
But the first thing I kind of want to know is completely like off topic in certain ways, but I want to know what you were like at school, like back in the day, because now you seem like this energetic kind of kid who is just like buzzing for life. But what were you like at school? Like, how did you like kind of value education highly, or was it something that you just like left, or was it something that you really focused on?
I think I was proper good boy at school.
Oh yeah.
Goody two shoes.
Oh really?
Really, yeah. Very quiet. Just did my stuff, and obviously, the thing I value the most about going to school until I was like 14, 15, it was just the friends that I made, rather than. And I think through the way I was parented was, I valued it, and I learned to, and I always got the work done, and got GCSEs, and the results were great. Now, like, I think I've just always been taught to do things to the best of my ability, so I really, regardless of the sort of limitation of doing so much hours in the gym, I still always got my homework done, and I got good exam results.
Yeah.
And now my sister is at Cambridge University.
Yeah.
So I feel like me and Joanna kind of had that background as if I probably could have done if I put in the work.
You're doing really well.
Really well, but to be honest with you, I was a good boy, you know, stay quiet, want that kind of standout sort of character. I just kind of kept my head down and got through school, and to be honest with you, I didn't enjoy it at all.
Oh really?
Didn't enjoy it. Didn't enjoy that. Like I said, the only thing I took away is just the friendships that I made, and like being able to go and see my friends every day. But it was like one of those feelings, you know, when you just, it was what I kind of inspire people to get away from. Is it's like I couldn't wait for Friday afternoon, and on Sunday night I didn't want to go to bed because you dread Monday morning. Because it was kind of like I assume people in kind of unenjoyable jobs, 9 to 5, it's that feeling, innit? You can't wait till Friday afternoon, and then when Monday morning comes, it's the end of the world. So like, which I've obviously not experienced since I left. Yeah. So, thinking back, I didn't really enjoy it.
I kind of surprised. Like, I thought you'd kind of be just like a kid that was caused a bit of chaos and just like over energetic.
I mean, like I wore a character, I wore a personality. I was always myself, but I never really caused the commotion. And do you know what? I hate getting told off as well.
Okay.
I really didn't like getting told off.
I know what you mean.
Do you know what I mean? I had that horrible. If I got shouted at or like singled out in front of the class, or get that anxiety feeling, it's horrible. I just hated it.
Yeah, I was actually really similar. What did you get in GCSEs?
I got an A in maths, good at maths, B in English and C in science, and then an A in PE. I think I did media. Okay. Hence all the in the vlogging. That I love media.
Is that where you kind of got that from? Just that, like learning about how media in school?
Not so much like what I'm doing now, because I did it out of school. I think that's why I picked this as a subject in school and did well in it. But I've been video editing since I was about 10, 11.
Okay.
Yeah, I picked it up early.
Definitely. That's crazy. Yeah, for me, like, I really value like education. Similar to you, like I didn't massively enjoy sitting in lessons all day. And I definitely didn't at uni either, or at A level. Like, didn't enjoy any of it, but I knew it was something like really, really important. Yeah. And I kind of set my goal to like study sports science at uni. Like, I knew I wanted to do that, just to further my knowledge in sport, because I knew that sport was like my entire life. I knew that it was all that I really cared about. I knew that I had to study something within it, but I didn't kind of have the freedom to not go to uni.
I think it's interesting. It's an interesting topic, because what I didn't say in that is in like I actually left at 15. So I took my exams early, and then I've never done a day of education since. So that's interesting, and it's a big risk thinking back then. And it was just through the mindset of I just want to go all in my gymnastics, knowing that, you know, if it doesn't work out, I can go back to education. But then very, very soon after that, I learned that you obviously know what I've got at the minute, we'll talk about it, but I kind of learned about business and creating wealth and that kind of financial freedom and society nowadays that you've got like 13-year-olds playing Fortnite making more money than the teachers will be at school, do you know what I mean?
Yes, you're right.
It's a crazy, with the internet at the minute, and obviously what I've built on YouTube being just one part of it, it's not always, I kind of learned from 16, 17 that society's path of education, college, uni, job, just wasn't my thing. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, and that's like tremendously early to figure that out.
No, well, yeah. I mean, it wasn't when I left at 15. All I cared about and thought about was gymnastics.
Gymnastics,
I just wanted to be the best gymnast in the world, like. But I guess it was through sort of 17, 18, 19. I switched the mindset and read a lot of books, did a lot of self-development, and then just obviously the Olympics. I did the vlogging and I did the YouTube because I did the road to the Olympics. And I've always loved that.
Yeah.
And then kind of when that hit and when we did Rio, and obviously had a tremendous success, it was kind of a good platform, and then went all into the digital stuff. Yeah. And then it took off really. But it's a big risk at 15 to say, right, I'll see you later, education.
I never had like the freedom to kind of think that way personally, but I think it was a little bit later for me that I realised that I didn't want to take the normal route of like job, post, uni. Like I knew I wanted to do uni. I don't know why I wanted to do it so much, but it was just always something that I intended to do.
Yeah, and I think once you start as well, if you have in your mind of a goal, or it's important to see it through. I think with our personalities. Yeah. Because my sister's the same. I think like she's at Cambridge University. You should get her on this podcast. She's good. She's a good story, and she's doing science, which is another world to me. Yeah. And I believe she will get first, and she's incredibly hardworking, but with what we're building, she's kind of transitioning more to the business side of things, and she's already at Cambridge setting up her own business online. Incredible. So that is incredible, but because she's decided that she wants to achieve it first, regardless whether she'll go on and use it in later life, which obviously first at Cambridge University is very, very, it's a good accolade to have on your CV, you know what I mean? Yeah. But whether she'll use it or not is a different question, but she's made the decision and then she's committed to the end, which we've kind of had that background in our sport, and it's more of a quality than like, oh, I have to go to uni, and do you know what I mean? I think you realise it, but you probably made the decision that you didn't want to quit. It's like not quitting, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
That's pretty much the mindset that I had, and actually even up until kind of 2016, I was questioning whether I wanted like go and do a masters, and I was even looking at potentially going to America and doing masters and still diving out there, but I decided to like kind of go against that because I didn't want to be tied down with the NCAA rules.
There's different rules out there.
Yeah, right. Because you know, like potential money earning and things that you can't really do. Like for example, a friend that I made in Miami called Nile Wilson. He's a football player at college in America, and he's gone through a load of difficulties with his YouTube channel that he has because he's like strictly not allowed to earn any revenue from it because of the NCAA rules. Oh wow! So he was like posting these YouTube videos and he built up like a lot of subscribers, like about 70,000 within a few months. Really? And they told him that he wasn't allowed to post on any kind of social media, YouTube, Instagram, and he had to prove that he wasn't making any money from it whatsoever. So right now he's at like just under 110,000 subscribers. Posted a video the other day, got like 30,000 views in not a long time, but he's like not allowed to earn any money, whatever. Now that he's like not monetizing it at all, it's completely fine. But that's like the
you don't want
the stranglehold that the NCAA kind of holds you under, and I didn't want that because I knew that one is just like almost like foray into my own journey of like trying to create something for myself, whether it be through like endorsements and potentially a business and things like that further on in the future. But I knew that I didn't want to be tied under other people's rules, and exactly. The same way I don't really want to just have a job and work for someone in the future because I don't want to be tied under other people's rules. I'd rather do what I want myself, because that's the kind of way I've lived my life for the last 6 years, representing Jamaica and not representing Great Britain. Like, I've had to organise everything myself. Everything's been on myself. My nutrition, my psychology, everything's been on myself, and I've had that responsibility. I've felt it, and even though it goes bad a lot and like, you know, you struggle through the difficult patches, I enjoy it. I enjoy the struggle. I enjoy what you get out of the struggle, and I think that's the same kind of thing I want for the rest of my life in work and business. And I guess that's the same attitude that you got. You kind of made that decision at 15 to just go all out in gymnastics and not be tied under what other people want you to do. And it sounds like that's exactly what your sister's doing as well.
Yeah.
So would you say that when you were 15 you dropped out of school? I won't say dropped out of school actually, I'd say
left, or just finished.
Changed direction.
Yeah, finished education. Well, it's like, what is, I know we won't talk about this debate for long, but what is education? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is education? Like, because I feel like what I've done since I was 15 years old, the way I've developed as a person and the books that I read and what I've dived myself into at a young age, you don't learn that in school. You learn about how many planets there are. Do you know what I mean?
It's amazing.
Like that, I don't want to. It's just the school system and the education system.
Yeah.
Is kind of backwards in my opinion in certain areas.
It's an amazing point, and I completely agree, because the case in point is I've forgotten everything that I've learned at school.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Apart from like the core skills and things that I do every single day, like based on what I do, but most of the things I learned in maths, like Pythagoras' theorem.
Yeah, I guess that stuff you're learning to remember for a written exam. For
exactly.
Day, whereas I think the skills that you should be developing are, you know, communication. You know, how to speak with people, how to make quality friendships, how to, you know, mindset in yourself, you know, self-confidence, growth, development. Yeah, we won't talk about the debate really, but it's just what is education? Do you know what I mean? So, and stuff like us two have performed in front of thousands of people live and on telly, broadcasted to millions of people. You can't learn that in school. Like,
no.
I've spoke on stage in front of 1,000 people. You don't learn how to do that in school, and yeah, it's an interesting one.
That's great for another day for sure. It really is.
Talk about that one all day.
Absolutely.